Hey, welcome back, everyone. Tom from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in insane markets. Woo. Okay, euro dollar. Okay, we was kind of spot on with it. So it really couldn't hold its gains. It went a little bit lower, but let's just get into euro dollar itself. Let's see what's going on in the euro dollar right now. We had the support at 115.75. We drifted to it. We're starting to come up off of the lows. Hang on one second. Let me get some points for the euro dollar. But as it stands right now, the euro needs to reclaim 116.24. So there is resistance in this area right there. Let me get a path. So we bounced off of support. It needs to reclaim 116.24, hold it, maybe a slight retrace, then a potential rebound up towards 116.41. There is a lot of resistance up in this area. Look at this area right here. Let's just get a rectangle around it. Right here. This whole area right here is a lot of consolidation, a lot of resistance. Okay. Right now as it stands. If it can't recover this and it breaks down through the low of 115.75, let me see, where can we go in Eurodollar? Let me look at my charts here. Well, we got two levels of support, okay, on the short term. We got 115.50 right below this. So here, right there, short term 115.50 is a support. So if the Eurodollar is really, as I'm saying, is if it's going to show any type of strength, it needs to get over 116.24. If you're a Euro bear, you'd want to see if you can get up there and take a sale with a tight stop above, let's say, 116, say 65-ish. If we can't, um, and the euro basically does one of these things, okay? It drops down, it drops below this low. We got 115.50 as a new support point where it could come back up, trade into this area, and that wouldn't be a bad short, like say right around 115.80 again. Because if it breaks this level, okay, it's heading down towards 114.70. Okay, so those are the two scenarios for the euro dollar right now. Now, if we look at, whoops, we look at the euro dollar versus like what's going on in the US dollar index. US dollar index is hit up against a little bit of a wall at 98.70-ish. This is all dollar yen again. Dollar yen rallied up. Dollar yen sitting at 148.05. We'll get into that in a second. But there's resistance in dollar yen like 148.25. So we'll look at that. We'll look at dollar yen in a moment. But right now, as it stands, I think the euro dollar is basically consolidating. It's not really breaking either way. But the level that you got to watch, is that first level of 75. So if you're a euro bull, you want to watch price action here. And if we get you might want to buy it, with a tight stop below like 115.50. If you're a euro bear, you're going to want to see if we can get up a little bit higher, sell against the 116, say 25. We don't know if that's going to happen today. But it could, reverse, and it could show some strength if dollar yen comes off. Then, we could see the euro dollar pop a little bit. We're going to get into dollar yen in a second. Let's go over to good old sterling yen. All right. Sterling yen, we had the valley right here that needed to hold, and it did. Okay, so the marketplace retraced back down to 198.36. Told you we had to get up above 198.75. We did. Now we made a high so far of 199, 199.20. All right. So sterling, sterling yen looks like it should cover a little bit. The most important point today, right now, um, is still that 198.75. Okay, it's got to hold that level. If it doesn't, we could drift back lower down towards this low bar's close at 198.53-ish, opening a path to 198.31. I'm neutral on like sterling yen right now. I'm really neutral even on the euro dollar. I mean, I don't really have any good ideas. Now, yes, I'm going to take you into the trading room in a second. Let me take you into the trading room. I'll show you the trading room. Here were the trade calls yesterday. Well, August 22nd, that's dollar yen. I got a protective stop loss hit in there. I made a little bit, but yesterday went short dollar yen 147.429. Now I had one of my followers in the group actually sold it at 147.67. Much better entry than I had. I only sold half my position there. I was thinking that dollar yen was going to rebound up towards the 147.80 level and then take another push down towards like 147 the figure. It didn't. It went straight down. I closed 3/4 of my position off at 147.21. I thought it ran down too quick. Put my stop loss at entry, then decided I'm out 147.32. And I was right to do that because at that point, let me take you over to dollar yen itself. Let me move this out of the way, and we'll go over to dollar yen. I'll show you that trade. So dollar yen, here it was. All right. I said we said we had a hold like 147 35, 147 35, 36 yesterday. We came up and came down. I didn't miss this. This was the lower high that was created. When I saw that, I said, you know what? I'll square 147 like 32. And if we break down through that low, I'll resell it again. Thinking that we can go back down towards this low, potentially even down to 146 and 19 if there was momentum, and there wasn't. Marketplace reversed, and now we're sitting at 147.98. Made the high in dollar yen at 148.18 right now. So hang on, gonna move this up. Okay, 147. Hang on, where? Come on, dog. 147. 57. That's the level that's got to hold. If dollar yen breaks down through that, it's dollar showing weakness again. Now, if we look at the this is just a 3-hour chart, right? We can see that, we got a high, we got a low, we got a lower high. Right now, we got a higher low. So right now, the valley on the short term is from here. I'll go down to there. That's the valley. Okay. So if dollar yen is going to start to like consolidate and break lower, if it breaks this, say 60 level, it come down and tap 147 the figure again. There's the heavy duty support. Let me see where dollar yen. Let me get my notes in dollar yen. Here are the two main supports for dollar yen. 146.97, 147 the figure. Lower support 146.71. Now, short term, if those levels go, it's opening up a path to like 146.20. Okay. Now, again, today, I don't really have, I know I'm up against resistance. That I know for sure. So if we dive below, say, I'm thinking today, if I dive below, like 65, 60, 147.60, I might take a short on it. I might wait for a little bit of a retrace up to maybe 85, 90. I don't know. I'll figure that out when I'm looking at market price action. But if it does break that 60, I would think that we're heading down lower to test the valley right here at 147 the figure. All right, let's move over to, I did sterling yen, right? So here we are in sterling yen. This price is the most important price. It's got to hold, right? Just got to make sure I say that. Um, if we can get up above 199.30, we got resistance really 199.65 right behind it. All right. So let's go over to sterling dollar itself. Okay. We did dollar yen. Let's go over to sterling dollar. All right. Really, sterling dollar, dog with fleas, right? Can't say much more about it. It's just a dog with fleas, right? So the main support short term is 133 like 87 90. Okay. It drifted down so far to 134.16. The resistance to this thing is going to be like it's still here, 134.81. It needs to overcome this, in order to show any type of strength, potentially to only like 135, say 50-ish. There's monster resistance right now at 136 the figure. Okay, so that's still holding tight. You know, I mean, that resistance is still there. It's solid resistance for the time being. Um, the frost is going to depend on what happens. The sterling yen is actually going to depend really what happens in dollar yen. If dollar yen starts coming off, probably the cross is going to slide a bit again, because there's not really any real strength right now in cable. Okay, you know, so it is what it is. All right, let's go over to euro yen. All right, euro yen right now. Whew, all right, said we had resistance at 172.18. Um, we had a further resistance at after a breakdown 171, 171.85-ish. Right now it's trading at 171, say 45. We came down to what? 171.24. This is the level that has to overcome. So that's your resistance right now. 171 and 90-ish, 171.85. That's resistance right now. If we break through the recent low that we have here at 171.11, we could probably dip down to like 170.85-ish. Got to pay attention to dollar yen. Got to pay attention to the euro dollar itself. If euro dollar is not picking up steam and dollar yen's coming off, then this is going to flush down a little bit. The only way it shows any type of strength today, if it can get above 171, say 90, and that's all we got going. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Share my videos far and wide. Don't forget, you know, you get yourself a free little ebook in the description. I know the boot camp is on its way. I'm working with the guy that does my website because I know nothing about websites. He's putting up whatever he's got to put up so he can get a page for you guys, so you can get into market structure and all the stuff that I'm going to be covering there, trading the open and things like that. So remember, always, 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 as a short-term trader, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.